Slightly later start today. On the road walking at 5 to 7. Lovely pitch though, lovely night's sleep and everything really good. Sometimes you have a days though where you are positively fleeing to pack up. It's not because you don't like the campsite, it's because the midges have decided to get you. I've just been getting seriously midgie attacked as I was putting my tent away. So I managed to do that all in a big hurry. It's not as all packed away quite as tightly as I'd normally do it, but yeah, they were really bombing me. So lovely. On the way out to Bellingham now, and it's the walk to Burness. This is called Carriages Tea Room, using old railway carriages. Reminds me when I was younger, I used to have a thought of having a business called Carriage Ways, and it would be kind of like using railway things and stuff like that. And there would be sort of like diner effect things that you would find on dual carriageways and take little chests out of business. I don't know. I just like the idea of carriageways because it's dual carriageways and it's carriages. Yeah, never happened. Oh, not yet anyway. Still a little note, but when you get up country roads like this and you have to walk up them, you're obviously supposed to face the oncoming traffic, and when it's long and straight that works. If it's not long and straight, I favour visibility. I want to be seen. It's like this road here is all a big gentle curve coming around over that hill. I don't want a car coming over that hill to just suddenly see me on its lane. Don't trust how it would react. So I'm on the side where there's more visibility, and a car coming around that corner is going to be able to sort of see me. And likewise, I've got no headphones in, I'm not making any noise. Hearing the car comes and then stepping into the verge is no problem, but one of those things, you always say face the oncoming traffic, which obviously is the right thing to do, but in many situations I think visibility is more important, visibility for you and visibility for the cars to be able to see you on the road so they're not suddenly surprised and do something mental. Okay, it's to officially say this is day 14. Bellingham, just down a bit there, to Burness. I'm reliably informed that's how you pronounce both of those names. About 15 miles, no massive climbs, a bit of rolling up and down. Moorland for the first half, forestry track, and pass through the forest for the second half. I'm setting off a little bit late, 5 to 7, but it seems an easier day than the last few. When I watch people on videos, they don't seem to struggle with this day at all. So I think I should still get to Burness mid-afternoon, which is nice. Also, big news, it's a trouser day today. That's just for the forestry section later, in case this kind of ticks about to keep them off me. Just seems like a reasonable ploy. A lot of midges in the campsite this morning as I was trying to pack up. I think they could sense the aura of Chinese food, and felt like I probably would be a really satisfying sweet and sour meal this morning. Just can't really blame them, you know, I probably was. Just got one last thought on yesterday. I really liked it. I really liked yesterday having Hadrian's Wall and then the sort of moorland and forest and farmland to Bellingham. It was a long day, but it was a really nice day. It's occurred to me that I think the reason I liked it, and I think, you know, my favourite days definitely seem to be the ones where you start one place and end somewhere else, if that makes sense, that you kind of go to the other. You know, I love that, going up Middleton, from Middleton and Teesdale, up the Teesdale Valley, and you know, you got a real sense of the other when you got to the moorland on top and over to High Cup Nick. You start in one kind of environment, you end in another. And yesterday was definitely another one of those. I like that. I like starting in one and ending in other. Feels like a proper journey. So pretty is the babbling brook. It's called Hazel Burn. So you know, in the high country now they call them burns, not streams or cloughs. They're burns now. Just going over the stile there. And as I was going over the stile, the little dog decided to suddenly I was sharing the stile. I think he's chasing rabbits. I've seen a lot of rabbits around here. He's just off having his morning wander. There's lots of nice animals you see in the Pennine Way. There's a drama this morning. The dog that came over the stile with me, this chap here, seemed to be chasing after the sheep and worrying them, even nipping. Once he kind of singled one out, he wasn't doing too much damage. I mean, I might be wrong, and he belongs to the farmers up here, but that's for a little pink collar, looks very domestic, but there's no name tag on it, so I'm just off up to the farm just to see if they know the dog. But you know, he went over the stile to this field. When I went over that one, he went over the side to that field and immediately ran after the sheep. You know, so it's I don't know, it just didn't seem quite right. So came to me as soon as I called him though, so, or her I think it is. So I'm going to take him up to the farm, just didn't feel right to leave him out here. I bet they'll know exactly who he is. It was the farmer's dog from the house that I just passed. The wife, the husband and the daughter were all out looking for her already. She's a sneaky little pup that escapes. So, yes. There we go. All returned. Drama over. And I did say he was, you know, having a nip at the sheep, so he wanted to watch it. But he knows, and he's trying to get her trained up and stuff. They certainly really appreciated that I took her back. Okay, drama. That's a bit of fun, isn't it? On the Pennine Way. Hey, early morning sheepdog drama. Hey, it's all happening today on the way to Burness. I thought today was going to be all about sort of a few fields and forests. I didn't know we were going to get loads more beautiful moorland. Really nice. Not a sound. Beautiful. It's a lovely spot by this sign. Probably can't see it in the distance, but we're now going to go over Pennine Hill, and then we have a bit of forest and we're in Burness. And then basically the whole of that sort of ridge line that we're following up until the highest point is what I walk tomorrow. Yeah, and the highest point up there is the Cheviot. So at that point you just then dive down the other side and it's about 7 miles to Kirkton. Really nice spot. Good place for second breakfast actually. A few of the Cheviots in front of you and map out your next day. Lovely. Well, today, from Bellingham to Burness, feels like it's all about solitude and peacefulness. Had the moors to myself, which was absolutely glorious. I mean, it was so silent. Now I've got the forests to myself. Noisier with the birds, but equally just beautiful and peaceful. I think I've seen 2 walkers today. It's lovely. It's really nice. Now you might need to trust me a little bit here, but I'm still on the Pennine Way. The kind of track for the forestry is just over there. And basically it loops round and the Pennine Way goes straight. Clearly the vast majority of walkers just stay on the forestry path. Forestry road. But the Pennine Way is supposed to come this way. You can kind of just about make it out, but a few hardy souls have tried to keep going the correct route. But it's hard work. So anyway, I decided I'm going to be a hardy soul today. So I'm continuing. If a path's not walked, it ceases to be a path. So I'm going to try and persevere and keep this path going. Yeah, there's no signs either way, either end of it either. It's like they want you to stay on the forestry path. There we go though. I succeeded. A little 200-metre scrambling through the Bracken adventure. It was good fun. Not sure I'd have done it in my shorts, but because I'm on a long trouser day today, then yeah, why not? Don't judge me. This is where the Pennine Way goes. Just I guess most people stay on the road. Yeah, that second one is obviously more walked, sorry. There's still no signposts, but the entrance at either end is a little bit more inviting. Gets pretty lost in the middle, but yeah, there's obviously more people do that. It also cuts off more of a corner, and it's much shorter. The first one I did, staying on the Pennine Way, feels like nothing. That really did feel like I was trying to plough a forgotten path there. It's a bit big, but that one there would be a fine Christmas tree. Absolute beauty. I'm just coming down the forestry track now, about 2 miles out of Burness. Just come down there, there's like a picnic area and it's just up the mountain. But you now see these mountains here, rising up. I reckon that's tomorrow's walk. Then you follow the ridge line. Once you're up, you just follow the ridge line all the way to the Cheviot. So, yeah, a lot of miles tomorrow, but I don't think they're hard miles. I really don't. Nobody seems to struggle. You know, it's not like arriving in Belgium, everybody seems shattered. You know, it's nothing like that. Everybody seems to find that last bit to Kirkyetum not too tricky at all. So once you're up, you're just walking along the ridge line. And I guess as well, everybody gets an early start and they're fueled by the adrenaline and excitement of completing as well. This makes sense. I'm just at the bit basically where the Pennine Way, I leave the Pennine Way and go off to Burness. I'm basically there and done for the day. A couple of things, so just past a couple of wayfarers going north to south. Lovely couple of lads telling them sort of spots to look out for and stuff down the way. Then also, so you know, I've taken my time and it's not even 3 o'clock here. You can really see how people be very, very tempted to push on and have a wild camp up on the Cheviots. Or there's like a old Roman fort just up at the top of the hill. You could easily just push on up to that, especially if you're well stocked from Bellingham, and have a wild camp of it tonight and take some of tomorrow's miles today. But I definitely don't want to do that. I'm doing the stopping in the Forest View Inn, which is one of the famed places to stop on the Pennine Way. So I want to see that and do that. I think that completes the real experience.